All right, I think we are live. Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who used to work in an office call center environment, 12, 14, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, often 7 days a week, until I couldn't anymore. My pancreas quit on me, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. Who knew? Who knew? That's short. So I help folks to start a side gig online and grow it using social media. If that resonates with you, whether you're serious or curious, drop the word me in the comments and I'll get back with you shortly and we can have a chat. Let's go. So, some big news in the US today. I do not get political, but I know this one has hit many people, one side or the other, pretty hard. So, just, um, just I don't even know what to say. Just pray for the world and people and families, and we just need more love in this world. That's all. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. I'll leave it at that. More prayers, more love in this world, and that's as political as I usually get. So that's about it. Let's go. Let's go with tonight. So there is a psychological trap that you and I may fall into that we don't even really know about we're falling into. And that's like the more you stay inside, the more you feel like you don't want to go out. Now, you may say, well, I'm recharging, I'm going to recharge myself. I'm just going to kind of rest a little bit. And that is exactly not what's happening. What's happening is that you're actually draining yourself. And instead of resting, things are going to start to weigh on you more. Your thoughts are going to be more. Your thoughts are going to be heavier and louder. You're going to feel more drained and exhausted. You're going to feel more lack of um, action, right? You just don't want to do things. And you may be saying, well, I'm just going to wait until I feel better, then I'm going to go outside. But the whole thing is, you got to go outside in order to feel be- better, if you would. The more you stay inside, this is what's going to happen. Yesterday's regrets are going to show up, right? You're gonna think yesterday, and you're gonna just regret, and then tomorrow is gonna feel like you're scared of what's gonna happen tomorrow. Oh my God, what's gonna happen tomorrow with this, with that? And today is just too exhausting to deal with. Now, this one really hits home for me. A very few of you know this about me, but 3 years ago, when everything changed for me, I had depression really hard. And to be truthful, I'm still kind of not struggling, but I'm coming out of it, right? I've had to work really hard on myself, right? And I can tell you that this hits home for me because I have been at home for a while and I don't really go anywhere. I don't socialize much. I don't go out much, and I'm just being very transparent. And that's kind of um, how I do things. If I want to share, I share. And I felt this because yesterday I feel like, I have felt like, regret. I should have done that, this, that, the other, and then tomorrow. worry and anxious about tomorrow, what's going on and what's going to happen tomorrow. And then today is like, oh, it's too exhausting. I don't even feel like dealing with it. Well, in psychology, this is called a rumination. There's an actual term and a situation in psychology. This is called rumination. This is when your thoughts keep um, ruminating and circling in your mind, right? So I want you to kind of step out of your comfort zone, and it sounds cliche, right? Step out of your comfort zone, but that may not even be your comfort zone, because for me, being depressed and regretting yesterday, fearful about tomorrow, and exhausted about today, that's not my comfort zone. Whose comfort zone is that? Who wants to be depressed and comfortable? That doesn't even go together. If you're depressed, you're probably depressed about a lot of things, not just one thing. Maybe it's finances, maybe it's health, maybe it's friends, family, co-workers, relationships. You know, if you're depressed about a bunch of things. A bunch of things are contributing to this. So that comfort, that's not a comfort zone. How the heck is that comfort zone? Right? It's, to me, that's not a comfort zone. That sucks zone, right? And you want to get out. Now, here's the thing. Nobody's going to come and pull you out of this, because if somebody's going to pull you out, you're probably resisting and you're going to go right back in. So it has to come from the inside. And at some point, one point, you're going to say, "Ah, this sucks. I kind of got to do something," right? For example, some of you know, most of you know, that my pancreas is shut down and it doesn't produce any enzymes to for me to digest food or absorb any nutrients. As a result, I lost 49 pounds of muscle weight. Before you say yay, no, no yay, no yay, no, 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 of muscle weight, and it's been a struggle to get it on, right? And I hadn't been to the gym for a long time because, again, yesterday was regretful, tomorrow is fearful, today is exhausting. And who wants to deal with that, right? The more I stay home, I don't have to see anybody, I don't have to deal with people. I just go, come do my live and bounce, right? Well, I had to start doing something. I've started to go to the gym. I've started to walk outside and get some sunlight, because even 10, 15 minutes out in the sun and like seeing people walk or walk their dogs or what have you, it reminds you that life is moving forward. There's life outside that's happening. There's movement outside. There's progress outside. And why not introduce that inside, right? So if you're somebody who is dealing with mental fatigue, that's what this is. Your mind is just tired, right? Hey, don't mind my little robe, by the way, right? I'm just me, man, you know. But if you're somebody who's dealing with mental fatigue, and I know I speak to a lot of you during the day as I prospect around, but I just want to tell you that it's just going to get worse if you don't deal with it. If you don't tame your mind, well, if it's not tired, um, okay then. You don't have to agree with me, bro. It's all good, baby. You don't have to agree. But if you're somebody who's dealing with that, with a mental fatigue, and you think that everything, it just weighs more, your thoughts are louder and more, then you don't want to sit there, wait around for things to happen. I've always said you were complete at creation. There is no box that's going to come knocking on your door and say, hey, I forgot this, by the way. This is to plug back into you. So, um, let's see. Hold on here. You have no idea how people used to live. My question to you is, do you know how I have lived? I don't think you have any clue, bro. So before you go throwing judgment net out to the world, check yourself. Neither do you. Neither do you. If you're here to argue, I'm going to block you. Like, real simple. I'm not here to argue. So I'm encouraging you to step outside of this crappy zone. I'm not even going to call it the comfort zone, because the comfort zone is like when you come home and you're like, whatever, I'm just flipping through the channels. I don't want to do anything extra. I have enough, That's kind of the comfort zone. The comfort zone doesn't mean you're depressed and sad and you're broke and you have no money and you're sad about everything that's going on, and that's not comfort. That's sucky zone. So I'm encouraging you to get out of that zone. Get out. Hey, even if you go out your front door 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just kind of watch people walk by, drive by. It reminds you that there's things happening outside and you want to get involved. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. No matter what platform you comment on, I go back and I check them. We're live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you're not following me, I mean, come on already. Let's go. I'll tell you all day how awesome I am. And follow me, I'll follow you back on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. And I go with Side Gig Sean. With that, if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, you know somebody who needs to hear this. You got to know somebody who's going through a rough time and is stuck at home or somewhere and just doesn't want to do anything. Tag them to this. Share this to them, with them. Let them get value like you have, And with that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who used to work in an office, call center environment, long time. 12, 14, 16-hour days and 6 days a week, oftentimes 7 days a week, until my pancreas quit on me, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. And I don't know if you've ever been there or not, but I don't recommend it, So I had to turn myself onto the whole online space, this whole gig economy, if you would. And now I help folks just like you, just like me, to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. We do it together. If that resonates with you, whether you're serious or curious, drop the word "me" in the comments, and I'll get back with you after this live. And one thing you got to know, I'm a straight shooter. A lot of people, when they talk to me, they're like, "Oh wow, you're just like that online." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't sugarcoat stuff." Like I always say, I'm not here to babysit or to be babysat. I'm not here for that, right? We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something good together, great together, and change a few or maybe more lives, and I take that pretty seriously. So again, if that resonates with you, drop the word "me" in the comments, and I'll get back with you after this live, and which means I'll get back with you after this live, like in 5 minutes. And with that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again.